Welcome to Gamers Treehouse 2013. What is the PS Vita TV? That's what I'm here to talk to you about. Now, to break it down really quickly so you don't have to waste too much time, it lets you play the PS Vita games using a DualShock 3 controller on the big TV. Now, if you're a fan at all of the handheld game market, you know that as fun as it is to play the games on the go, truth be told, that's the whole point of it naturally, when you're at home and you're playing on that tiny screen in front of your big TV, medium-sized TV or small, whatever, it's still bigger than what you got in your hands. How awesome would it be if you could just play the game on the TV? And I'm guessing the people at Sony had the same idea. So yeah, play the PS Vita games on your big TV using a DualShock 3 controller. Later on, it would let you do that with the PS4 apparently, but that's a whole different side of things. It does a whole bunch of things, like for example, you can do video streaming through the device, such as Hula and all that. So that's all exciting. You can buy PS1 games and PSP and play it through it. I don't know how exactly that works. I imagine they'll have an online download service. So we'll have to see what happens with that. The question is, we have to hope there isn't much latency. And when I say latency, I mean when you're playing the game, you know it's streaming and you want to jump and you hit the X button on your DualShock 3, will it respond straight away? We have to wait a bit. Hopefully there isn't any lag issues, because that's the only thing which I can see killing such a product. Price range, it seems pretty good as well. At the moment, it's only been announced that it will be launched in Japan on November 14th. I'm sure a Western date, of course, is to be announced at some point in the future. At the moment, it's launching there for about $100. Two different bundles. You have a $100 version, $150. The $150 version comes with an 8GB SD drive and also with the DualShock 3 controller, which is pretty cool. The $100 model, or $95 to be exact, that just comes with the actual product, the PS Vita TV. Now, the actual size of it, it's apparently as small as a deck of cards. That's nothing. So it's not going to be taking up any room. And another feature, which I really hope this works because it sounds like it has a lot of potential, apparently it's going to have something called remote play. Now, the idea behind that is you can have your PS3, 4, whatever, set up in the lounge room, and say someone's watching TV in the lounge room. Apparently, you'll be able to go in a separate room using the wireless thing that it does and play on that other TV. So technically, if this works right, maybe if you have several of these devices and only one console, maybe you can be playing it in different rooms of the house. Like, sounds a little bit far-stretched, but who knows, I'm sure more information will come out for it. So yeah, there you go. Now you know what the PS Vita TV is all about. Let me know what you think. If you're excited, I definitely am. I have a 3DS, for example, and I would love it if Nintendo did something similar. I love playing their games, but, you know, it's a really small screen. I want to play it on a big screen, sort of like the Super Game Boy. For those of you old enough to remember that, you had this card, you had this separate device, you plugged it into your Super Nintendo, you then got your Game Boy games, plugged it in. Yeah, it was big, it was blown up, it was pixelated, but it was still awesome. And that's another technical thing we need to keep in mind here, is developers design games at resolutions, right? So they've made a Vita game set at a certain resolution. So resolution, for those of you that don't understand what I'm on about now, that is the size. So imagine you make a small picture, right? Fits in the game perfectly, and then we get that picture and we stretch it. We want it to fill up a massive TV. The image quality is not going to look pretty good. And there's not much you can do about that, because you're just forcing it to be something it's not. It's been made to be something small. We're going to stretch it to be larger so then you can play it. That being said though, if you don't really care about clarity and who knows what other issues you'll have, then go for it. Play the games you like on Vita on the big screen. Anyways, I think that covers everything. You're now well educated. You know what the PS Vita TV is. Sound off below. Let me know what you think. Be sure to like the video. If you've enjoyed getting this gaming news from me, be sure to subscribe. I'm always coming out with something new. Other than that, thanks for your time. Stop listening to me. Go play a game. Have a great day.